hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of the so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever the hell it is for wherever the heck you are. Welcome to the live stream. All right, welcome to the live stream. Hope everybody is doing well. About to get the party started here, and yeah, we're about to get it started right about here. Just put that mic a little more. Okay, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody, and as you can see, we've got live time and live weather going on at the moment here in Manila, Philippines. We've got Ninoy Aquino Airport. That is where we are at the moment. Now, we did fly into here the other time when we were testing out the A340 by Inibills. We're flying that around, and we did fly into here, but today we are here on another aircraft. Okay, we're here on another aircraft. That is one of my favorite staples to fly around, the 777. The OG of flight simming, for me at least, the aircraft that I flight simmed in the most in my entire life. And now I can do it much more regularly thanks to PMDG's 777. It's really, really nice. I need to get my hands on the flight factor like I said in the last stream. But anyways, welcome to today's stream. I hope the nav bar is displayed well. Yes, it is. You guys can see it. You guys can see it. Okay, fantastic. So let's take a look around where we are today. There's a little bit of a weather situation. It is a bit stormy out there. You can see a little bit of thunder off in the distance. Here in Manila, it's a bit stormy at the moment here in the simulator, and I presume in real life as well. Okay, so that is something that's been happening, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. There we are. We got some lightning over there in the extreme distance there. So there's our 777. We've also got another Thai airline. There we go. One of our colleagues, compatriots for this flight. It's a Thai A350. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous it is, right? Okay, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, Ninoy Aquino Airport here in Philippines, looking quite beautiful. Quite good looking airport, this one here. Not a lot of traffic being injected into it, but nonetheless, it is still a good looking airport with lots of Philippines airline aircraft there. Is it Airline or Airways? I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our flight today without further delay. It is the 777, which, as you all know, is an absolutely wonderful aircraft, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite go-to aircraft when I don't know what on earth to fly. I go to the 777 for airline. I should have done a GA flight today. It's been a while since we had a GA live stream. You know what? The next live stream is going to be a GA one. Yeah. And I've also decided that the next video is going to be an X-Plane video. As a matter of fact, I want to thank Anas for that idea. I think it's a good idea. So let's go ahead and jump into this beautiful aircraft, right? Firstly, let's take a walk around it. Here we are, looking good. That is a beautifully... Oh, it's modeled really well. Oh, not bad at all. I thought PMDG was a little worse when it comes to textures, but this is fantastic. It's done really well here. Okay, it's definitely better than its 737. Looking good. By the way, they have just... I've just noticed that the 737-900 is now showing up in PMDG's new operations center version 3. So I hope that is a prelude to the 737 coming into the 2024 flight sim, which is something that is yet to happen. But yeah, looking good here. I like this. This is magnifique. Very good. Very nice textures. It also looks much better with this reshade going on here. Won't you agree? Very nice little realistic everyday use reshade there. So that looks pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, if we turn off reshade, this is what it'll look like. Turn it on, this is what it'll look like. So yeah, very nice. Good evening in Moscow. Evening time. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? Welcome. All right. That's enough of a walk around here. We are looking pretty good and we know it. So yeah, lovely aircraft. I love the Thai livery. Absolutely love it. So we're going to switch it up in the next live stream for sure with a GA flight. So don't you guys worry about this one. It's ER version, flight Danube. Yes, it is. This is the -300ER, okay? This is the -300ER. It's the only version that I have and I've flown on the channel when it comes to 777. I don't have the other versions with me in any sim. So yeah, let's hop on into the aircraft. Just have a quick look here at the landing here. Lovely, lovely. Look at that. Bellissimo, huh? It's beautiful. Okay, let's jump into our cockpit here. There we go. Welcome to the cockpit of the 777. Let's go ahead and get some stuff done here. Today I will be using the controller to fly, which is going to be much harder and it's going to make for a more interesting landing. Let's see. Electronic flight bag. We're going to request that flight plan right there. There we go. That is good. Let's go to our ground operations. We've got ground power. We've got chokes. That's brilliant. Let's go to weight and balance. We're going to import everything from SimBrief. Perfect is the word for it. Perfect. Okay, whatever. We've imported that, and finally we can go to performance tool and we'll get some stuff done here. First things first, let's go overhead here. Let's connect up that, open up the batteries, open the passenger utilities and in-flight entertainment and the ADI-RU and all that good stuff. Voice recorder can come to on here. EM, great, looking for a flight from Al Maktoum from KSCA from Seattle via Amsterdam Schiphol on 777F Emirates Sky Cargo. All right, so you're gonna do a flight from Seattle International, Tacoma International to Al Maktoum, that is Dubai World Central in Dubai, to via Amsterdam Schiphol. So you're gonna perform a stop there at Amsterdam using the 777F Emirates Sky Cargo. That's a very nice flight, but it's very long, huh? You like these long flights, don't you? Okie dokie, let's get those passenger signs on here. Nav lights are on. Everything else is looking good pretty much, right? Yes, of course. Yeah, you do. Okay, fantastic. 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 Everything else here is looking really good. All right? That's great. It's great. Let's come down here. We're going to wait up for our screens to boot, because that takes a while here in the 777. So everything is a little dark here, isn't it? Look at that. Everything is a little too dark. Yeah. So we're going to wait for that. Alrighty. Good. Good. Let's have a look at our cabin views today. The engine there, absolutely beautiful view. Okay, the other side of the wing there looking really good. Up ahead of us, we've got that view. Still waiting on that screen boot up to happen here. So we've got the FMC brightening up, which is fantastic. We'll press FMC on that. And there we go. We got our screens coming alive. Very realistic, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Okay, so our ADI-RU system is on, right? Yes, it is. Let's come down here. What's it doing? Yeah, I don't know what that means. We don't need to worry about any of that. Lots of faults everywhere. That's all fine. That's all going to sort itself. Okay, great. Okay, we're going to clear that. We're going to come to position initialization. We're going to pick that up. As a matter of fact, let me not pick that up. Let me double confirm the correct position there. Yeah, it is the right position. I'm just going to pick that and put it in there. Reference airport for today is RPLL, which is Ninoy Aquino. Gate, we're going to not put in the gate here. Everything else is looking good. Let's go to our route. Origin is RPLL. Destination today is VTBS. That is Bangkok Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Thailand. So we're going to accept this. We're going to set the payload. We're going to set the fuel. We're going to select the route. Route requesting in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good, huh? It's looking good today. It's looking good today. I like the way it's looking good. Looking good. All right. There we go, all of that stuff. Let's load the route. What runway are we landing in? I forgot. Anyway, let me route request this again. Clear. We're going to activate it, execute it. Okay. So we've got all of that done. Let's go to our legs here. What do we have for our legs? I'm going to have to double check this. Let's go to departure arrival first. So for departure, we're using runway 06 out of RPLL. What kind of departure do we want? We want circa 2R is this one right here. We're going to execute it. Going to go back in here. Arrival into VTBS is going to be into runway 01 right. And for that, we're going to use the ILS into runway 01 right. But I want to use ILS 01. Okay, I'll just use that. All right, we'll use that. Our arrival procedure is Dolan 3D, which is right here. Brilliant. We're going to execute that and back we go. Let's go to our legs once again. Have a look at what kind of discontinuity is here. There is one here. I'm going to put that in. I think we're looking good in everything else. There's vectors here, but apart from that, everything else here is looking good. Let's go here. We're going to accept the performance data. Put in that 0 fuel weight. 36,000 feet today. Cost index of 15. All of that checks out just fine, ladies and gentlemen. That is looking quite well here for us today. So yeah, that's good. That is good. That is good. Let's go to thrust limit. Now we come here. We need to import stuff. Oh, takeoff runway is runway 06. We're going to import everything. We're going to import from OFP, import from aircraft. Slight difference there between the two. That's okay. Import the weather. Calculate. Hello there, Mr. Ranus. How are you doing? I'm doing well myself. Thank you very much for asking and welcome on board. Mr. Ranus here. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. We've got our performance data here. We are going to be using these metrics. Yep, they seem right. So let's go ahead and use these metrics that we see right here. Okay, so before we do, we are going to select takeoff number 2. Our selected temperature is 45 degrees. So we're going to put that here. Okay, that's fine for takeoff. Outside air temperature is 27. That is correct. If I'm not mistaken, yes, it is. Flaps 5. Let's input that. We've got CG is 29%. Is that correct for our CG? Yes, it is. Then let's go on to the next page before we confirm this. Next page, wind. Wind is 000. Oh, no wind today. Apparently, I don't know. So we're going to put that in. Runway, wind, slope. What is the runway slope here? 0. Okay, so let's put that in here. In the meantime, I forgot completely. Let's go ahead and ask GSX to request boarding here. Something we need to do. Philippines airline, why not? So let's do that. Is GSX working? Why is GSX such a pain in the butt? Okay, boarding has been requested, but nothing is happening in terms of attaching the jetway. But cargo loading is going on, so that's good. No, don't attach any pushback tug. Just get me boarded, man. What the heck is your problem? Just get me boarded, man. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll come here. We'll come down here to ground operations. We're going to request that. Is that going to do anything? No. I thought I have the GSX profile for this airport installed and it's not working. I don't know. I'm sick of GSX. Let's just get back in here. Anna says they also now not use A380 Thai Airways. Angela, hello there, Angela. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hello, hello. Anna says, looks like a great livery. It's a beautiful livery. EM asked me, now they not use A380. That's right. They have retired their A380, the Thai Airways. But it's a beautiful aircraft. Maybe one day I'll do a Thai Airways A380, a historic flight. But they have retired A380s, yeah? Yeah. It's a wonderful livery. One of my favorites. of all time, really. Yeah, you're good. That's great to hear, Angela. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you are having a good time on the live stream. And yeah. Okay, so we are here. Reference outside temperature today is 27 degrees, and we can go back here. Oh, sorry. Can come back in here and we can confirm our takeoff speeds like so. What is the takeoff weight? What is the takeoff estimated weight here? I don't know why the jetway is not working today, but it isn't. And we can't have, I don't know, whatever. So what is the takeoff weight here? 515,649 is the estimated takeoff weight today, right? I think it's 515. So I'm going to put, I'm not going to bother with all of this. This is fine. Okay, that is looking great. Let's come here, set our local pressure for the day, 29.80. Is that correct? I can't tell. That is... Give me a second. Let me add that. 29.80 is almost right. Yeah, it's almost right. More or less is correct. So let's go there. And yeah, we are looking good here. We just need to increase the range on that just by 1. There we go. Okay, FD can come on. FD can come on. Auto throttles are armed. LNAV, VNAV can come on. This can come to 160, 180, 185. Let's do 185 as usual. Let's do 185, which is my favorite speed to set here. Cruising altitude is 36,000 feet today. We're going to climb out directly towards it. We're not going to do any step climbing or any of that. So 36,000 feet set up straightforward. Let's go ahead and start up our APU now. So on there, APU please. Okay. In the meantime, where are we with our GSX stuff? 180 out of 180 passengers board. Just 180 passengers today? That sucks. What is that? All right. So we've got all that going, ladies and gentlemen. We've got all of that going. All right. Okay, now what? Now we need to request our pushback so we can get the hell out of here. So let's do that. Waiting for other services to complete. Shut up, Meg. What the heck is wrong with this thing? Oh, we're waiting for this cargo loading process to finish up, right? So we'll wait for that. No issues. We shall wait for that. Okay, that guy's finished up. He is pulled off here. I don't know why GSX did not work well there. It should have. Oh, look at that. He's climbing in and he's buggering off there. Alright, bye-bye. Get lost. Thank you very much. Gonna wait for this to close up. Come on, get lost out of here. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, I don't know. Come down here. Let's make sure our parking brakes are on, which they are. Let's go down to ground operations. Let's release the ground power. Gonna remove the chocks as well. Let's check our oxygen. We'll be fine. Let's get our checklist on here. Okay, normal flight deck door, MCP, takeoff speed, video pre-flight. That's done as well. Okay, great. There we go. Come on, let's get ready to get the heck out of here. Quick turnaround here. It's sort of in a turnaround. I mean a quick departure here. If I can get this thing to work. The great thing called GSX. It's beginning to piss me off, man. How is Jetway operating? Just restart this damn thing. We'll wait for it to restart here. Let's come down here. Let's go to door management. We're going to close all. Okay. And we are going to arm all the doors. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Come on. Are the doors closed? Has it reopened? No, it hasn't. Okay, it's closing up. Come on. Good. Arm all the doors. There we go. Now let's get out of here if GSX is going to be kind enough to work. Okay, so we need to prepare for pushback and departure. And in today's flight, which way are we going to do this? Let's have a look at little nav map, shall we? Let's have a look at little nav map. There is little nav map, everybody. That is our destination. So we're going to be flying out of runway 06. So we need to push back and turn with our nose to the left. And that means we're going to taxi this way, take off from here. And that will bring us into today's flight. There is Bangkok there. We'll take a look at the arrival procedure as we come into land, more or less. But for now, we'll leave it the way it is. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. All right. Pushback and departure. Thank you very much. Fine. Philippine Airlines can do it. That's all right. Connect it. Connect it. Come on, connect it. Let's get our wing lights on, shall we? Wing lights on. Logo lights on. We'll get our pumps. Where are our fuel pumps? Fuel pumps can come on now. Don't need center pumps. Can put these on automatic. Put these two to on. We can turn all of these on. Okay. Oh, that's up there. Our controls. Yeah, our controls are on there. What the heck is wrong with this now? Okay, so I've got that issue again. So I don't know what causes this issue, but I think it's too soon for this. Gonna leave this off here. What the? I don't understand why it does this. What is going on today? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Je ne comprends pas. Okay. So. Okay. Let's try that. I don't know what's wrong today. Nothing seems to be working properly. But yeah, trim units 5.5. That is before start, but we can't move the trim yet. Trim is 5. What is the trim? Come on. Trim is 4.75 today. So 4.75 is 4.5. Let's put... Nope. So I don't know how this works. I really have no idea how it works. Okay, that on. Beacon lights on. Let's get our engine started up, shall we? Come on. Let's do 4 point up. 4 point... Oh, come on. 4.75 is what we want, right? Yep, that's 4.75. Let's flick that open. Yeah, that's 4.75, I think. I'm not sure. 4.5 is here, 4.5, 4.75. Okay. What is going on today? There we go. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Now we'll be able to put that down. What? Okay, somehow reverse thrust is engaged. I don't understand what's going on with this thing. It's beginning to annoy me. Oh my god, PMDG and its freaking control surfaces, man. It's annoying. Okay, we need to stop this pushback. Look at what the heck are you doing? Yeah, PMDG and its control is beginning to annoy the crap out of me. It's really beginning to annoy me. Look at this. Okay, now we're good. I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good now. There we go. Mr. PMDG, okay. Alright, great. Let's go ahead and start up our next aircraft. Next engine here. I'm just gonna flick it open in advance here, okay? So we've got trim set, all of that is good, normal, anti-ice, recall, flight controls. Do we have anything on recall? Emergency lights need to be armed. Did not do that. Sorry, there we go. That gets rid of that. Takeoff speeds deleted, yeah, because we went reverse thrust on that damn thing, didn't we? Okay, let's go and set that in. Let's go back in here. EM says don't hurry. Well, we have to. We have to, EM. We can't take our sweet time. This is live stream. We've got to hurry up. Well, let's go on, says Anas. Alright, there we go. Got all of that going. Pushback people should bugger off anytime. There we go. Going away. Control issues sorted out there. Brilliant. We've got flight controls. Let's see if flight controls work for us, do we? Let's check that out. Let's go to flight control here. Monitor all of that. There we go. It's all good. It's all good. There we go. Perfect. Let's come back to our checklist here. Flight controls are fine. Ground equipment is clear. Let's put all of that down and let's get our taxi lights on here, ladies and gentlemen. All that light is on. That's good. TCAS needs to be off, please. Love of God, I don't know why it does that. This one is down. Flaps need to come down to position number 5. Okay, there we go. Let's wait for that hand signal before we do our flaps. Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much, Mr. Pushback people. Thank you very much for your service. Let's get the hell out of here. Bye-bye. See ya. Let's put our flaps down. Position number 5. Looking good. That's fantastic. Okay, we're ready to get the hell out of here. Yeah, look at that. That is a good looking reshade right there, right? This is a good scene as it is. With that, it just comes to life. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. TCAS is off and that's good. Alright, we're done with that. Before takeoff checklist is completed. Before taxi checklist is completed. Now it's just after takeoff. We can go to our engines here and we're ready to get the heck out of here. RTO for that. Let's release that parking brake. And we're rolling. Right? There we go. Okay, good. We are moving here, ladies and gentlemen, at least slowly. There we go. Very nice. Look at that. That is very, very good looking. Okay. Let's give it a bit of thrust here. I'm going to be using the Xbox controller today. So I'm going to give it a bit of thrust and we're going to turn around. As a matter of fact, let's just go straight towards the correct taxiway now. Too much thrust there. The 777 is very powerful, so we don't need too much thrust today. There we go. We don't have any dome lights or any of that on today, do we? We need some, don't we? We do need some lights, a bit of floodlight. Yeah, we need a bit of floodlight here. Not a lot, but we do need a bit of floodlights. Turn that up there. Gonna turn that up here as well. So let's put on some brightness there. Let's put on some dome light there. Let's put some of that on there as well. Okay, let's put some of that. Okay, we also need some lights here. How do I get the map light again? I forgot. There's a chart. There is this. There should be... here it is. No. There it is. There's some floodlight there, some panel lighting there. Let's do the same here. A little bit of floodlight there too. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. Heading on towards our takeoff runway, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good. That is the best looking airliner in the business. At least it's my top choice there. Number 2 is the A350. Come on, before we reach the end of the taxiway, I would like to take a look at the window views here. Look at that. Thai. Got Thai here. Look at that. That is beautiful. Looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're coming up on our takeoff runway here. I'm going to put our TCAS to whatever the heck it's supposed to be at. I'm going to turn those on. I'm going to turn our strobe lights on, taxi lights off, runway turn off lights on. And off we go. We're not going to wait today. We're going to clean this up for takeoff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of here in no time. Even the screen says that. Yeah, the screens have the in-flight entertainment of Thai. So let's go ahead and line ourselves up here with the runway. There we go. All right, Anderson, EM and Angela, are you still here? Are you guys ready for takeoff? Because I am. Okay, here we go. I believe our checklists are completed. Let's just go. Why is it on TO? Oh yeah, V speeds have been deleted, right? Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, let's rotate. Up we go. Smooth and easy. Gear up. Flaps up. Flaps up fully. Come on. There we go. Look at that takeoff. We forgot to derate the thrust. Well, I did do it, but unfortunately, when I made that whole mistake, with the reverse thrust controls and stuff, the V speeds got deleted. So that's what happened. I apologize about that. Okay, so that's what happened. When you saw me playing with the controls and the speed brakes, when that happened, it deleted all the V speeds, and not just the V speeds. It also deleted the takeoff thrust references, and that's why we took off so quickly there. So we didn't derate our thrust. We should have derated the thrust. I should have known something was wrong when I saw the engine green line being somewhere so close to the full power. But yeah, I'm just gonna give it off the autopilot, let the autopilot do its thing. Let's take a look outside. But this always happens with the PMDG 777. No. Anas, it's because I didn't derate the thrust. The 777 is a very powerful aircraft, and I should have derated the thrust. Now, originally when we set up the FMC, the thrust was derated. But when I was fiddling with the controls, the reverse got deployed. Once the reverse got deployed and the speed brakes get deployed, the speeds as well as any of the takeoff settings get deleted. I didn't redo them before takeoff. That's why that happened. There's nothing wrong with the aircraft. Look at how cool that looks. Look at that. Look at how cool we look as we fly through the clouds there. Let's come up here. We no longer need our runway turn-off lights. We can leave everything else pretty much on. Even the wing light can be left on here. Ooh, we're climbing through 10,000. Let's turn that off. Let's turn this back down to automatic. Have we passed? Look at that. That is a quick climb because of the lack of derating there by me. That's entirely my mistake. Okay, we should be crossing our transition altitude any second. So yeah, let's see how that goes. What a beautiful scene. Gorgeous. I love it. This is just beautiful. Our logo lights are still on. I'm gonna leave them on. I don't know how to control the cabin lights in this thing, by the way. Okay, there we go. To put that back into standard. APU is still running, by the way. Forgot about that. Let's turn that off. Yeah, I got very sidetracked by this reverse thrust control thing. Should have paid more attention to that, but we're good. Everything good. No issue with APU still being on there. Okay, let's come down here. Let's go to our progress page. Top of climb 63 nautical miles away. We're going to use fast forwarding on today's flight. We're not going to sit here for the whole 2 hours and 57 minutes of flight time. We're not going to sit through all of that. Step climbs are none really. If you want, we can go down a little bit and then go back up. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to do any of that. Okay. I do not know how to get the cabin lights back on in this one. So yeah. I do not know how to get cabin lights back on. One's problem with reverse was the reason of aircraft crash back when Lauda Airlines was... Yeah, I think I remember the Lauda Airlines thing. I think I know which one you're talking about. Was it the 757 or the 767? Was the 757 or 767 that had that? Louder 767. Okay, okay. $767 Lauda Airlines. That is it's the one that by Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda, the famous racer, started an airline. No, EM, it's not that old. It's not that old. It was just started by Niki Lauda, so. Although it did fold operations, but yeah. Let's go to some cinematics. Let's go to some cinematic view here, and we'll fast forward this as we fly along here. Because now pretty much we're just going to climb out to our cruise. Look at how gorgeous that looks. Come on. How can you not like it? It's so good. Why is the cabin so dark though? It's pitch black in the cabin. How do I get the cabin lights to go on? It's pitch black. Why is it pitch black in the cabin? Does anyone know how to turn on the cabin lights in PMDG? Because it's pitch black here. This doesn't look right. I know him. That's news for me. Really cool. Yeah. Niki Lauda had an airline. It actually did decently well before it folded, I believe. It did have a couple of incidents, but it wasn't. It was actually a pretty decent one, I believe. Yeah, how on earth do I do this light? Is it the dome light? How do I get the cabin lights, man? I don't know. I don't even think there's anything here that can do cabin lights. Nope, there's nothing. So yeah, no idea how to do that. Nonetheless, we look absolutely gorgeous. Look at us. That is beautiful. Oh, a little bit of thunder behind us that we have left behind in Manila. So we can take a look at that. Hopefully we'll catch a glimpse of that if we're lucky. But apart from that, we are on our climb towards, there we go, behind us, 36,000 feet. I'm going to increase sim rate here for sure. We're not going to go through this 2 hour 57-minute flight by ourselves. But for now, we are going into 1. We shall soon increase that into 4. Okay. We're 49 minutes into the live stream at the moment, so we're making good progress. This is where I want to be. 49 minutes in. Look at that. Look at all that thunder over there. Look at I should say lightning, but yeah. Really cool. Really cool. Making a gentle turn there. Let's have a look at the other side for that turn. Man, it's such a gorgeous aircraft. The 777 is just wonderful. We've been having a lot of night flights. I'm gonna switch to daytime flying. So that is something that I need to do. Alright. I might do a return leg today. It depends. Davey. How you doing, Davey? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. We're on our way from Manila to Bangkok. I'm contemplating doing a return flight as well, but during daytime, because we're having a lot of flights during the night, and I miss the daytime scene here in Microsoft Flight Sim. All right. Good enough. Let's go ahead and get our sim rate going now, so we can pretty much skip through this cruising part. But before we do, let's go in here. Oh my god, this has happened. I hate it when this... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it'll keep happening because we screwed up at takeoff with our performance. It's gonna go crazy now. It's going to go crazy now. Yeah, this is gonna be very difficult for us to determine a lot of things now. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back down here. Let's go to init ref index. Let's go to performance page. 36,000 feet. I've confused myself a little bit here. There we go. Okay, all right, that's much better. 38,000 here. I'm not gonna go there. Where is our top of descent? Davey, I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Anas, you said I should. What were you referring to? What were you referring to? Our final altitude is 2,000, but where is our descent? Descent is after top go. Descent is after top go, everybody. It's right after top go. Okay. So having said that, let's go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of a fast forward going here. We'll get fast forward going here. So let's increase that sim rate up to 4. There we go. We're doing sim rate into 4 at the moment, so we can reach much quicker. There we go. That's much better. Let's put that on there. And good. Good. That is fantastic. Let me have a look. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a little nav map here for a second. Oh, you guys can't see it at the moment. Okay, now you should be able to see it. There you go. Okay, so we've got our little nav map here. So we're flying on the way from Manila, and we're heading on towards Bangkok. Let's set up our arrival procedure here. Let's see if we can set that up into this place right here. So our arrival is supposed to be Dolan 3D, and that's into the runway 6. No, sorry, 1R. There is no 1R here, so that's interesting. Some of the stuff is out of date, unfortunately. When I insert that, that's definitely in it, but I'm not sure what kind of an arrival we'll be using. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this for the time being, at least. Take a look at that. Put that away. Let's go to some cinematic. And we are good to go. Alright, I am thinking of doing a flight from LAX to Heathrow using the A330-300. Which sim are you talking about? Microsoft Flight Sim or X-Plane 12? Davey? Which one are you talking about? LAX to Heathrow. That is a long flight. LAX to Heathrow. That is a very long flight. It's also transatlantic too. That is a long transatlantic flight, to say the least. Yeah, if you're using MSFS and you got your Inibils A330-300, then you've got your A330-300 in X-Plane 12, as well as aerogenesis, if you're using that. MSFS 2024, all right, okay. Which airline are you thinking about? Which airline are you thinking about? We go up to 38,000 feet here. It is definitely going to be fun. That's a long one though. It's a very long one there. We are fast forwarding our way to Bangkok. Beautiful. I like to leave the logo light on just so we get a better view of what's going on there, but that's beautiful, isn't it? There isn't much to choose from since I'm using the PS5 beta. Oh, you're using the PS5 beta. Is the beta openly accessible? The PS5 beta or beta, whichever floats your boat. I like to stick. Which one do I like more? Do I like saying beta or beta? Beta. I'll stick with beta. So is the PS5 beta now public access? Like you can download it and try it out for yourself? PS5 beta, that is really cool. I didn't know. Okay, it is out, yeah? I thought it was just for a select few that had access to the beta. So what liveries do you have available to you? Say, for example, from the PS5, what liveries do you have available to you? Do you have like all of the default stuff, or do you also have a PC version of MSFS, or are you just playing it on PS5? I remember somebody came on my live stream asking me about when it's gonna show up for PS5. You have to sign up for it and you could receive a code, but I think the window for that is closed. Ah, okay. Right, so they've got enough beta testers at the moment, I believe, then. You have to sign up for it. Okay, makes sense. It's coming out on December the 8th, if I'm not wrong. That's when it's officially supposed to come out, at least. There's an aircraft right there under us. So I'm not sure about that. How is it doing? Does it fly well? Because I got a friend who has PS5 who I might put on to this thing. So 3 hours into 4. It's gonna take us a while here. 15. That is going to be... It's gonna take us about 45 minutes to complete the flight, but we've already been flying for a while, obviously. It flies quite well. I've seen PC users saying it performs as well as high-end PCs. Yeah, alright. And that's fantastic, but I'm sure they've tuned down the graphics for it. Just like in Xbox. Microsoft Flight Sim performs really well in Xbox as well. To be entirely honest with you, sometimes you can't even tell the difference when you're just generally playing. It's just when you're making videos you can tell the difference, but apart from that you can't really tell the difference when you're playing on a lot of these consoles and gaming PCs. So that's really cool. That is really cool. I guess the major restriction is going to be the fact that a lot of add-ons are not going to be there, but if you're not someone who likes to... If I'm being honest, if you're just someone who's flying it because you want to casually flight sim without like getting into like streaming or content creation or even like advanced features or advanced flights and stuff, then that's just perfect. If you're just a gamer trying out flight sim, that's perfect, right? Because I used to fly on the Xbox. That's how I got started on Microsoft Flight Sim. So, well, the marketplace is also currently closed as well, right? Yeah. You can't put like stuff in the community folder and stuff. There is no community folder and things like that. A little bit of stuff like that, but it's not a big deal if you're not planning to mess around too much. Alrighty. So, let's check out another view for this thing. Flying along as quickly as we can because I really want to skip this cruise part of it. Unfortunately, I'm a very small streamer with not enough viewers to keep the cruise part of flights very engaging, if you will. I like to buy the A350 once the market does open, if it is available. Yeah, A350 is there on the marketplace. It is there on the PC, so I don't see why it won't be available for the PS4 too. But the A350, you're going to have a lot of restrictions, so you need to check out how much it actually costs, because the A350 comes with a lot of restrictions. It's very heavy on performance, so they're probably going to limit a lot of stuff so that it performs decently on the PS5. So you need to check out how much you're paying and for what features before you actually buy it on the PS5. A350 is something I still haven't bought. I still haven't got my hands on it for some reason. The reason is that I've been put off by their bad initial release for PC, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I did buy the A340 from Enibles, which actually it's a good aircraft. Expensive, again, it's on the pricey side. It's too expensive in my opinion, but it's a good aircraft. But for $60, that's a stretch. That is a stretch. Okay. We don't have actually, believe it or not, we'll be there at our top of descent in not that long. Okay. So if we continue our current actual flying speed, it's supposed to take 1 hour 40 minutes, but considering fast forward into 4, we are talking about 20-25 minutes, and we are going to be there at our top of descent. So it's not a long one at all by any means. So there really isn't any need for us to what's your favorite flight you have taken and on which plane? Oh, it's very difficult to tell you which my favorite flight. I can tell you this. I can tell you my favorite sectors to operate on. That is Oman, Dubai, Doha. Doha, Oman, Dubai, Oman, Doha. That is my favorite sector to fly on. I love flying that sector. Anytime I want to learn a new aircraft or test out a new flight, that is exactly where I go. I go to Doha or Dubai or Oman. That is one of my favorite places to fly. Okay? That is my favorite sector. Which aircraft? I can tell you one of my favorite aircrafts is the one I'm flying right now, 777. That is my bread and butter. If I don't know what to fly, I just throw on the 777. The Phoenix A321s and the 2019, all of that, they are brilliant. I love them. So yeah, that's great. I'm also a very avid GA enthusiast, and in terms of GA, black square piston, the Piston Duke. The Piston Duke is great. Now, if I had to pick a single flight and a single plane in one go, I'll say my favorite is flying the 777 between Doha and Dubai. It doesn't get better than that for me. In terms of GA, I love flying the Piston Duke around Costa Rica. There is a little airport called Carrillo in Costa Rica. Oh, I changed my mind. There's another place. New Zealand. Another one of my favorite places to fly in the entire world is New Zealand. You've got the area called Milford Sound. There's an area called Milford Sound, Gorge River, as well as Quinton Lodge. Check out these airstrips. That's my favorite GA place. It's so beautiful, so many lovely airstrips nearby to land into. That is probably one of my favorite places to fly. I also enjoy flying the A330, flying it into Queenstown. That's another very interesting one. I've done a couple of videos on these as well, but just absolute favorites. Love them. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. There we go. Got a neighbor of ours flying away from us there. I'm feeling a little peckish at the moment. Not Dubai? No, Anas, I did speak about Dubai. Dubai is not my favorite for GA flying. For airline flying, yeah, Dubai is among my favorites. I already spoke about that, but New Zealand in particular is for GA flying. I love it. Dubai is just great for any aircraft, to test out aircraft, if you're new to an aircraft and you're learning it. Dubai, Doha, Muscat, these are the places to be, because there's just enough going on for you to learn the aircraft. At the same time, it isn't overwhelming to fly in. They're very easy to familiarize yourself, very, very distinct landscape features, and most of the time it's very clear weather. It's a beautiful place to fly if you're having just to study a new aircraft, just practicing flying, just don't know where to go. That's a place to go. Yeah, I agree that completely. But for GA, I like to go to New Zealand. I love New Zealand. It's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Costa Rica is another one. There is a place in Costa Rica. There is a tiny airstrip called Carrillo, spelled Carrillo in English, but it's a very nice place. It's a very, very nice place if you want to check that out. You can literally enjoy landing so many G aircraft, and it's not exactly the easiest landing in the world either. One of my very, very favorite strips. It's actually one of my first videos as well into Carrillo. I love that place. I love it. Similarly, there's another one called Bugalaga Airstrip in Papua New Guinea. That's it. There's another one called Longreach. Is it Longreach or Longyear? I don't know. It's in Australia. Another very, very cool airstrip to land into. Ayers Rock. Is it Ayers Rock or Ayers Rock? Uluru, basically. There's Ayers Rock Airport there. Very, very nice one. That's another one. If you want to pick up the scenery for that, that's there too. Very, very beautiful stuff. So yeah. I could literally list airports forever, but there's quite a lot of beautiful airports. Another very nice one for GA flying is Alaska, Nunwalek. Nunwalek is another one. You've got Deer Lake in Canada, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So yeah, these are all default handcrafted airports that I'm talking about, mostly. If you want payware, I've got that too. So lots and lots of places. Lots and lots of places. Yep, Mr. Anas. Anas, what are your favorites? How about you, Davey? What are your favorite places to fly in, and your favorite aircrafts to fly on? Why don't you guys tell me about some of your favorites as we chug along here? We're not too far away from top of descent, don't you worry. It will be with us in a very short time here. About 15 plus 3, about 15 to 18 minutes. Okay, and we're going to be on our top of descent. That's all it's gonna take. It's literally all it's going to take. Wait, what did I just do? You can bring the tablet up here? I had no idea you could do that. What did I just do? What? I had no idea you could do that. What have I just done? How did I do that? Oh my goodness. You can do that? I had no idea you could do that. I literally had no idea you could do that, guys. Why have I been struggling to use the freaking tablet over here if I can just use it here? Well, that's idiotic. Now I feel like a fool. I didn't know you could do that. Did not know you could do that. I like using the A320 for short flights and the A330 for long flights. My favorite is from Heathrow to Charles de Gaulle. Oh, that's a brilliant flight. I've done that too. It's on the channel. That's great. That's a nice flight. That's a good one too. It's a very simple, straightforward flight too. Very nice. Very, very nice, Davey. That's a good one. I like that choice. A320. I'm assuming. Excuse me. I'm assuming that you fly the Inibils A330, but which A320 are you talking about? Which one do you fly in terms of A320? Which one do you like to fly? So yeah. Oh, A320 Inibils. Okay, the V2 is the V2 by Inibils, right? A320 V2, is that the one? I've flown that as well once or twice. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. Are you new to the world of flight sim, Mr. Davey? Or have you been flying flight sim for a long time now and you've just started flying it on the PS5? Or this is your first time ever with flight simming? Okay, let's reduce the range there. Good, that's looking good. Yeah, we're all looking good. We got plenty of fuel on board and all that stuff. I'm quite new, still learning. All right, okay, all right. I see. Well, it's an excellent option to be on the PS5 for beginners. It's an excellent option. So, very good. Very, very good. All good. Flight Danube, how is flight going? Flight's going well. We're actually less than 15 minutes now from top of descent. We are chugging along here with our sim rate set on into 4. So we'll be there in no time. I was just chatting with Davey here. Flight is going well. Everything is looking in order. I'm looking forward to this landing because today is the first time I'm actually going to... Okay, today is the first time in a while that I'm going to be using the Xbox controller instead of the joystick to land the 777. Now the 777 is easy to land with the joystick, but it's not so easy to land with the Xbox controller. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you always use the sim rate, Davey? No, I don't always use the sim rate. If the flight is long, like today's flight is about 3 hours. Now on live stream, I usually want to keep my live stream 2 hours or under. Okay? And since I'm a very small channel, there isn't a lot of people chatting for me to be engaged for that long. In situations like that, I use the sim rate. But if it's just like a 40-minute flight, I don't use the sim rate. If it's an hour flight, I might not use the sim rate, depending on what's going on. But otherwise, anything longer than an hour, I usually use the sim rate. Longer than an hour in terms of flying time, mind you. Just so I can keep the entire live stream time under 2 hours per live stream. So, yeah. Otherwise, I don't use the sim rate. I don't. Oh, and I also use it if I'm making like extremely long videos. So like if I'm making a video for an 11-hour flight, I'll use the sim rate. Because otherwise it's just too much work to do all of that, and then towards the end it crashes. Oh my god, that's just terrible. So when I'm doing like 11-hour plus flights for videos, I have to use sim rate there. when I'm flying for fun, like a couple of years ago, I used to fly with friends for fun. When I used to do that, we never used to use SimBrief. SimRate. We just sit with the whole flight the whole way. Do you use SimBrief? Yes, I do use SimBrief. I use SimBrief and little nav map in conjunction with each other to get a proper flight plan into the FMCs and stuff. That's what I do. That is what I do. I don't have Navigraph, so that is what I do. EM, we like you for crazy things, like for example, use Xbox controller. You do many things which make you special. Well, thank you very much, EM. I do have a lot of crazy stuff on my channel with flight simming. I like to keep it somewhere between serious and a little out of the box, unconventional stuff as well. So there's a lot of stuff I've been planning. Unfortunately, I just haven't gotten around to doing them. Some crazy flights, some stunt flying, and a lot of stuff, extreme landings. I've got so much planned. It's just can't get around to doing them. So I will as soon as I can, and I'll release some really fun videos for you guys to watch, because some of this extreme stuff doesn't really work on live stream, but they're really fun videos to watch. So I'll get around to doing that as soon as possible. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we are estimating how much longer till top of descent. Just 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes till top of descent is all we've got to go, and then we'll be at top of descent. Right, so yeah, hadn't I used SimRate right now, would be yeah, we would have been here a long time. The live stream itself would have been 5 hours for this single flight. So yeah, we are already flying over Cambodia at the moment. Okay, we've already flown over and crossed over Vietnam. Now we're flying over Cambodia, and we're gonna come into Thailand in quite a bit. We're gonna enter Thailand after we begin descending. So our top of descent is actually over Cambodia at the moment. So yeah, looking good there. Beautiful purple livery. It's a very nice color. Thai Airways. So yeah, just under 10 minutes now to go to top of descent, and then we can get busy with stuff to do in the cockpit. Alright, catch you later. I'll be back tomorrow or the next time you stream. Sure, Davey, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the great chatter. Thank you for thank you for the engagement, man. I appreciate it. Hope to see you, and yeah, you have a good day. Thank you very much. Mr. Anas, have you knocked out? You did tell us you were tired, didn't you? Suppose you've had a long day. EM, you're still with me, I guess. But yeah, we are not far from top of descent at all. Let me have a look at how far. 5 minutes from top of descent. 5 minutes from top of descent. So we're going to jump back into the cockpit at around 20 nautical miles from top of descent, just so we can get our bearings and be prepared for this descent and rather interesting landing into Thailand. What is the weather looking like at Thailand? In Bangkok, sorry, Suvarnabhumi. It's still VFR, so we've got visibility. We've got 5 knot wind from 90 degrees. That is a direct from the east. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be all right. Thailand. There's our little snippet of Volanta for today's flight. Thailand. Okay. Alrighty, I think we're about 40 nautical miles. There's our top of descent coming up. We need to go in. And begin our descending now, right? So let me jump back into the flight deck here. Hello. Welcome here. Let's go ahead and put our sim rate back into 1 here. Okay. So we've got current simulator rate into 1. And we are going to close that up. There we go. Welcome back into the flight deck. Let's go ahead and put in our necessary information as we come into land here, right? So let's do that right away, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that right away. Okay. Come in here. Let's go to init. Our landing speeds are going to be here, and that's pretty much it. All we need to do. Okay, that's literally all we need to do here. And then we can pull up our checklist. We can put our descent checklist, which is recall, our notes, auto brake needs to be set, landing approach briefing, we can call that in for today. Okay, let's have a look at our approach. Okay, what is our final descent altitude? Let's have a look at that too. We said it's 2,000 something, right? Yep, it's 2,000 feet. So I'm gonna go ahead to 2,000 feet here. Going to go to 2,000 feet here so that we are ready for our descent when the time comes, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000 feet automatically set. Brilliant. Let's have a look ahead. Wow. Good. There we go. Yep, we are coming in now. Alright. Yeah, about 20 nautical miles away to top of descent. So we got all that set in. So the only thing we need now is our landing data, VREF and minimums and all that stuff is set. What is our landing speed for today? Let's have a look. It is 139 is our reference, okay? That's fine. QNH is our landing reference. That is fine. Good. Everything is looking good. let's have another look at our top of descent. Just 13 nautical miles to top of descent. We don't need to fast forward this anymore. We are ready to go. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go. So just as expected, literally took us 25 minutes to reach near top of descent. That is perfect. It's almost exactly what I thought it would be. And yeah, can't wait to begin our descent here as we fly into beautiful Bangkok. That's a good looking aircraft. That is très bien. Is it not? We have just passed the border of Cambodia into Thailand, and there's that dip, and we are descending, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Our descent has begun, and it's looking good. Okay. That is fantastic. Good. Good. Let's have a look at what's going on here. So top of descent, let's put our auto brake in position number 1. Auto brake is set. Let's put that to normal. You know what, I'll put auto brakes 2. So we've got, come on, why is it doing all of this? Altimeter. We're not yet ready to set that, so we'll wait for that. Do we need to do anything else here? Passenger signs can wait a little bit. Yes, it can. Good. Everything is looking great here today. We kind of messed up the 777 takeoff today, but hopefully the landing goes better. Here we are. I am feeling a little bit sleepy. I don't know why. Oh, look at the starry sky. That is a good looking scene there. Hope you guys are able to see this well. Okay. This is just lovely. We're having a nice, peaceful little flight at the moment. No issues here with our descent. We are looking just beautiful. We just have to make our way down from 30-something thousand feet now, which is going to take us a while, because we're only descending at under 2,000 feet per minute. It's going to take us a little bit of time here. So, yeah, so that's going to take us a little bit of time, but apart from that, we're looking just fine. And our descent speed, I don't know why we're traveling so slowly at 256. We can travel so much quicker than this, but I don't know why it's doing 256. Although I must say the airport is really close by. We're not that far away from it at all. So maybe that's why. We'll find out. We'll find out. So we're about 80 nautical miles away from the airport as the crow flies. So in a straight line, we're about 80 nautical miles away from the airport, which isn't long at all. Which isn't that far at all. So we are descending at 3. Look, I don't know what this indicates, by the way. All right. Really cool, huh? I could do this all day. There's a little bit of an overhead tail view there that we didn't use during the flight, just so we can take a look. Supposed to make a right turn. That's our next deviation. Or rather our next course. It's supposed to be a right turn, a slight right turn. So let's see how that goes. Bloodshot, how long is the flight? We are descending at the moment, Bloodshot. We are descending at the moment. We have come down from 36 or 38,000 feet. We're now descending through 27,000 feet. So we're going to be at our destination in no time. The entire flight was supposed to be 3 hours long, but we did use SimRate to fast forward it. So yeah, we haven't been in the air for about half an hour, 25 minutes. Because of the SimRate. The actual flight is 3 hours long, and we're about to arrive at our destination. I'm estimating around 15 minutes to touchdown. Well, not 15 minutes, I would say about, yeah, we're somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes wheels down at Bangkok. All right. Yeah, 3 hours is the actual flying time in real life, yep. From Manila, Philippines to Bangkok. Manila to Bangkok. Right now we're about 15 minutes away, real time, from touching down. That's pretty much it. It's a very simple arrival here. It's a very simple arrival here. Nothing too complicated. So yeah, there's the vector there. Yeah, it should be about 15 to 20 minutes and we'll be down. That is perfect. The whole live stream is expected to be about 2 hours only. That is how I usually live stream. So yeah, we're already in 1 hour 34 minutes. So that's it. Quick and short and easy and sweet. That's how I like it. Today I'll be landing it with the Xbox controller. So it's going to be more difficult, and that is something that I'm looking forward to. Let's see how well I can do it. I can pretty much nail the 777 using a joystick. So today I want to go back to the controller and see how I do. There we go. We've got that's our missed approach there. That is our vector. And that way, as a matter of fact, we can get rid of the vector just so we can see a little better. So those are our vectors there, right here. I'm going to clear this one. Oh, sorry, delete this one. Okay, that's interesting. So, yes. Come on, what do you mean by that? Invalid delete. Oh, yeah, okay, I know what to do. I'm too used to Airbus at the moment. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this up and I'm going to go to, okay, next page is all of that, and I'm gonna execute it. So that will get rid of our vector there. There we go, vectors are gone. We can reduce the range on that. Obviously there's a better look there. Let's do that too. There we go, looking good. 21,000 feet, come on. We need to descend a little bit quicker than 1650 if we're gonna make this in 20 minutes here, but hopefully we will. Yep. Suvarnabhumi is absolutely beautiful in Thailand. The airport we are going to at the moment is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Bloodshot, thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. That really helps me out, keeps me motivated. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning into the chat as well. Feel free to come into the live stream. And yeah, there we go. That is looking quite nice there. All right. Let's see, what do we see this side? Okay. Still nothing much. Do we have visuals on the airport? No, we don't. It's somewhere off to our right, but I can't really make out where the airport is. No, I don't really see it. Huh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Because the airport is right there somewhere. So it should be that way, right? Yeah, it should be somewhere there. But we are yet to see it properly, so that's it. Gorgeous. Where are we at? 18,000. Okay, that's good. That's good. Still at 1800 feet per minute. I usually like to descend a little steeper, which is probably why I did not become a commercial pilot. But here we are. Okay. I see that you guys like the 777 flying quite a bit, huh? We've got a lot of 777 flying. It usually does well for me. I see you guys like it quite a bit. This is my bread and butter airline that I like to fly quite a lot. So, very nice. This is gorgeous. Just wish we could see the runway or the airport somewhere at least. But at the moment, we're not able to see anything. How are we looking? Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Hmm. $15,000 feet and descending. Let's reduce the range on that. Let's reduce the range on that too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave this one like this and I'm going to put this one back here. Yeah, we need to have a... There we go, there's our runway of choice today. And it won't be long at all. We'll be using the ILS today to land. I need to check the frequency and make sure it's the correct one. Let's go to our nav radio, LS 110.10. Is that the correct frequency? I want to check that using little nav map here. Okay, we got little nav map. So is that the right frequency that we are looking for? 110.10. That's actually correct. Okay, so hopefully that'll take us in where we need to go. We'll put that away. Good. What is our speed? 256. Okay, now I can reduce the range on this one. Okie dokie. There we go. We've begun to make a series of turns now that will end us. That will take us to the ILS. There we go. Look at that wing sweep right there. Very nice. Still have no idea where the airport is. Not able to make it out yet. Let's see. OG, are you coming in? Our approach. We are in the approach phase here. We're in the approach phase. If you look at this, there is our runway right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you guys see my cursor? You can see my mouse, right? Wait, how can you guys not see my mouse? Okay, give me a second. Yeah, there you go. You can see my mouse now. So we're coming in right now. We need to, there's our runway for landing. We're in the final part of our approach. Pretty much just a couple of turns and then we'll be on our final itself. So there's the runway. Not too long at all. We're coming in to land. Switch that out from standard. Let's put our local pressure here. It says 29.77. How accurate is that? Let me have a look at that. 29.7. Yeah, it's kind of accurate. Let's switch to hectopascals here. 1008 is correct. Yep. There we go. That is correct. Good. Altimeter set. Let's continue here. To landing, we need the speed brake, we need the landing gear, and we need the flaps. That's it. 10,000 feet coming up. I'm going to go ahead and put our landing lights on here. Passenger signs on here. I'm going to leave runway turn-off lights on. Taxi lights are going to be turned on right before we land too. Okay? So that sounds like a plan. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's take a look at that. There we go. That's beautiful. Let's head back into the cockpit here. Let's see, the runway is behind us now, so should be able to see the airport somewhere here. It's a large airport. Thailand Suvarnabhumi is actually quite a large airport. It's not something that's easy to miss. Ah, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that beautiful, beautiful airport. As a matter of fact, can we see it from here? Yes, we can. Look at it. There it is. What a gorgeous airport. It's absolutely stunning. Let's get back in here. Okay, we need to put our flaps down, or at least our slats down to position number 1. Let's begin doing that. Cabin is ready for landing. That is fantastic. We can bring our speed brake to the armed position in advance there. Good. Good. Would you look at that? There it is. Our destination. Looking good. Alrighty. So it's going to be interesting today. Let's see how the Xbox controller landing goes. I'm actually not too confident landing it with the Xbox controller. Much more difficult than with a joystick here. But today that is what is planned. An Xbox controller landing. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to reduce the range further on this. We're on our final turn on towards our runway. So we're about to turn into our final. Okay, let's see. What is our speed looking like? 220, 208 and 11 nautical miles and 170 Raper at 202, 170 at BS44. Reference speed today 138. 139. Okay, 139 is our reference speed. And all right. Good. Auto brakes done. Speed brakes armed. Cabin ready. Passenger signs on. All the lights are looking good. And let's go outside and get ready to drop our gear. We'll do that after we've turned into the final. At least after we've caught the glide slope, I'll drop the gear probably. So here we go. We're looking good. There we go. Brilliant. Very nice and easy here. Nothing too crazy with the approach. This aircraft is just beautiful. I really want to try the Flight Factor 777 in X-Plane 12. Because if it's as good as they say it is, then I'm going to enjoy it very much. Where's the airport? There it is. There is the airport. Look at that. We're about to make that turn. Yes, we are. So, we're coming in to make that turn. Our final turn into final. Okay, we can see the runways there. Today we are landing at 01 right. 01 right. Beautiful. Let's go here. Okay, we're all right. All right at the moment. We also need to turn on. I think I go sleep after you make smooth landing. Will make my flight on Wednesday too tired a bit. All right, EM. All right, EM. You're gonna do your flight on Wednesday. You're too tired, huh? Understandable, mate. Understandable. Let's see how this goes. Oh, got better. Sorry there. Okay, let's okay. So we're supposed to slow down here into 202 knots there, 4 nautical miles. Let's see if that ends up happening there. Also drop the gear to help slow down our aircraft. Okay. I am going to switch to localizer. I'm just gonna leave the localizer on there. I'm gonna go towards approach mode there. Glide slope is right here. Glide slope is right there. I'm actually gonna leave the approach on as well. There we go. We're dropping our speed there. Let me actually drop our gear. Hold on a second. We still haven't caught localizer or glide path. Okay, localizer has been caught. So I'm going to start up. Yeah, I'm trying to get it perfect, EM, but Xbox controller is not exactly the way to go. You know what I mean? Okay, we're looking okay. Let me drop the flaps down to position number 5. Just to allow that aircraft to slow down a little bit. Okay. We need to actually go outside and drop the gear because I really need that as well. Let's drop the gear flaps further. Waiting for glide slope. Come on. Oh no, we're already at 2500. Okay, let's go outside. Let's drop the gear. There we go. And I'm going to get our sky dolly started up. So we've got some landing replays. Just like that. There we go. Sky dolly is running, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got landing replay, hopefully. And let's head back into the cockpit here. We need to drop our flaps. Let's put that down. Let's bring this down to 139 knots. Actually, we should be slightly higher than that, shouldn't we? Gonna put our flaps down again. We're at 1500. I should have ideally taken control by now. But yeah, let me just put it about 142. That's good enough. Okay, so I need to take control here, but we're looking a little wonky. We've got... oh no. Okay, my aircraft. My aircraft. We've got crosswind of about 9 knots. Almost perpendicular to us. Not good. Drop that a little bit. There we go. 1000. Our TCAS is on TA only, but I don't... that's the usual setting I like. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our taxi lights in advance here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go have a look. Ignoring glide slope from this point onwards, I'm just gonna fly in manually. 500. We're descending a little too steep there.
400.
Okay.
300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. All right. I had to use my keyboard at the same time for reverse thrust because that doesn't work properly. Come on, Mr. Reverse Thrust, do your job. All right. That brings that to an end there. Welcome to Bangkok. Let's put that off. All right, we'll turn off right here. Welcome to Bangkok, ladies and gentlemen. We will turn off right here. We'll put our flaps up. We'll get our speed brakes to come on. There we go. Flaps up. There we go. I'm gonna put my landing lights and stuff off. Hopefully they will come on during replay here. Strobe lights can come off. Okay, let's put a bit of brake there. Going to slow that aircraft down. Put our TCAS pretty much back down to standby or just that. Okay, that's fine. Weather radar. No, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, good. Good. All right, good. There we go. How do I turn this off? I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Bangkok, ladies and gentlemen. We need to find ourselves a little parking. Which way do we go? Which way do we go to find ourselves a little parking? We could have taken any one of these. So yeah, we could have taken any one of them. Look at that. What a beautiful airport. What a beautiful airport. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna park myself in the nearest at the nearest gate that I can possibly find, which is right about here. I don't know exactly where Thai Airways usually parks, but that's okay. Usually park? No, I'm supposed to say park. I don't know. Okay, good. Good. I'm not complaining too much about that. That wasn't a terrible landing. It wasn't the greatest landing in the world, but it wasn't terrible by any means. We'll go ahead and take a look at our landing replay in just a second here. I just need to find myself a lovely little parking, and we shall be good to go. Okay, we'll take this one. This one seems like a large parking. It seems like a large parking. I'm not sure. They're all tiny planes here, so let's find out. Let's find out whether it will fit. That's what she said. Okay. Okay. Do we have... Oh, no. It's actually not meant for a 777 per se. I don't think so. It's alright. We will find ourselves in without the help of a Okay, we'll leave it right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Why is the jetway automatically coming towards us? I have no idea. That is not supposed to happen. Our engines are still running, man. Anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replay. And once we do that, we are going to go ahead and look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so once we take a look at our landing replay, we're going to come back in and see what we can do as far as aircraft shutdown and all that is concerned. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replay. Okay, sky dolly here, record, did it work? Yes, okay. Sky dolly is alive, ladies and gentlemen. It is alive. So let's go back here. Let's allow the flaps and all that good stuff to drop. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's just a replay mode. It will be fine. There we go. There we go. Let's play that and we'll pause it as well. I need to go inside and turn on some of the lights, don't I? Give me a second. Let me turn on all the lights here. That was on. They're all on. Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this landing. There we go. Landing replay number 1. I'm gonna clean that up for you guys. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. All right. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Let's go back and take a look from another camera view here. We'll try the drone camera right here. Let's see how that went. All right, we'll take a look at the landing from this view. Triple 7 into Bangkok. Let's see. How did that go? Okay. Little bit of a float, very slight. Okay, all right. Oh, a quick swivel there, but apart from that, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. That was me reaching for the keyboards, so I had to do the reverse thrust with my keyboard. But apart from that, that was not too terrible at all. Why aren't the lights showing properly? I need to go and do that, don't I? Let me check out the lights. Why aren't the lights showing up properly? Why aren't the lights showing up properly? Taxi on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. I'm just doing that to all the lights, just so they show up properly. There we go. Now we've got proper lights. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that one more time, but this time with lights. So let's try this. Ignore the red brakes. Overheating happens during landing replay. That's okay. So let's just go ahead and take a look at just the landing part with some lights on finally. Let's look at that. That is okay. Good. That is good. Yep, landing gear malfunction. We can ignore that. That is good. That's some good stuff. We'll take a look at it from this view as well. A quick replay of the same one because we've got some lights this time. Alright, that is looking great. And then we'll go into the cabin, take a look at it. Yeah, we had to do that quick swivel there. But apart from that, that is an okay landing, I guess. Alright, let me now go ahead and take a look at it from our cockpit, like so.
Too low, terrain.
Okay,
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low.
ignore all of that.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Yeah, not bad at all. That was not bad at all. Just that little swivel when I was reaching for the reverse thrust there. I literally had to take my index finger off of the trigger on Xbox controller and I couldn't pull the aircraft back in to the center line. So apart from that, there was no other real issue with that landing. Let's check this out from the cabin views.
Terrain.
We'll check it out from here first. Let's have a look. Definitely much harder with the Xbox controller, that's for sure. All right. Okay. Very nice. Now go ahead and do the same from the other side of the cabin.
Too low, terrain.
Oh, come on.
Too low.
Alright, final landing replay before we go ahead and shut down our aircraft and take a quick look at the airport. And then we need to wind up our live stream because, yeah, as expected, we landed before 2-hour mark, I believe. It's just about 8 minutes over the 2-hour mark today. But that's alright. Let's have a look. Alrighty. Good. Good. Let's now go ahead and shut down our aircraft. So we're just gonna fast forward this all the way to where we parked. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Good. Let's come back in here. Let's run the APU as soon as possible. Okay, let's do that with the APU. Let's turn off all the lights as soon as possible. There we go. Let's put our... Okay, we can leave those. Those are already off. Those are already off. Brilliant. Okay, I'm actually gonna come down here to set the chocks and request the ground power so we can shut down our engines as quickly as possible here. I'm gonna switch them both on. I'm gonna shut them both down. Oh, bit of lightning. Stormy here in Bangkok. Okay, that's good. Let's come up here. Let's put that both to automatic. Are our flaps up and stuff? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, everything is stowed in correctly. Okay, that's good. We can turn that off. We can turn these off. We can turn that off. We can put that to off position. Sorry, off position there. We can turn those off. That is good. We can turn these off as well. Those are the fuel pumps. All of that is off. Great. We can actually ask GSX to deboard our aircraft if it will let us. Request deboarding, please. And checklist override, please. Thigh, please. Okay, normal checklist, shut down, parking brake. There we go. We've got weather radar off. It is off. Isn't it off? I thought the weather radar was off. How do I operate the weather radar on this thing? I don't know. I'm not really bothered. I forgot how to do it. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this away. We can leave this aircraft pretty much the way it is with the APU running if we want to. As a matter of fact, we can even shut it down, doesn't really matter. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bangkok. Hope you guys had a good time. Let's go ahead and reset those brake temperatures. Just so we've got... Yeah, let's just replace tires, cool the brakes, replace the brakes, do all that stuff. There you go. Okay. We got APU running and here we are. Why isn't the jetway connecting now? What is your problem? What? Operate the jetway? Oh god, now it won't operate it. It was automatically operating before we came in, now it's not going to operate it. Okay, never mind. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Still very enjoyable there. Okay, so once again, I hope you guys enjoyed that flight. That was pretty fun. Flying from Manila to Bangkok here, and as you can see, the scenery is pretty nice here. This is a very good looking airport. Very, very nice airport. Very linear though, so some of the parkings are very far away from some of the other runways, so that's interesting. But apart from that, pretty cool place to be in, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little flight. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, I want to thank everybody who tuned into the chats today. That is EM, Anas, our regulars as usual here, and we've got Davey. Thank you very much for coming in and chatting in the chat, of course, and as well as OG. Thank you very much. Bloodshot as well tuned in today. So thank you very much to all of you that tuned in to today's live stream and participated in any capacity, as well as those who actually chimed into the chat as well. Much appreciated. Once again, thank you very much. Hope you guys all have a good day. Right, so check out my channel. Consider subscribing if you like what you see. And I shall catch you guys in the next one. And until then, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.